like I said, we're gonna be here a while when it comes to this particular case involving the McMichaels and Ahmaud Arbery. And I have to give a shout out to one of my subscribers. I can't remember their name, but they had to correct me on something where they said don't refer to it as the Ahmaud Arbery case because it will make it seem like he's the one on trial. And you know, they tend to do that when it comes to black victims of unarmed gun violence. Or in this case, I can just flat out say it there because they've been charged with murder. So with the McMichaels case, by now everyone has probably seen or has seen that surveillance footage in which you see the screenshot right here on your screen. And of course, the palm-colored community and their co-colonizing cohorts have been salivating by the mouth like a dog in heat when they have seen this footage, because it just gives them some kind of validation that Ahmaud Arbery was just up to no good. Let me tell you something. If Ahmaud Arbery was still alive, the most they could have ever gotten him on was trespassing. But guess what? The only people that could have brought up trespassing charges onto him were the homeowners of this development that was being built. Now, what I'm about to read to you is a statement. It's an article, but it's also a statement that comes from the homeowner's attorney, the people who own this home right here that's being built. Or it may be done because, like I said, this happened back in February, so it doesn't look like this now. It's probably completed by now, maybe, possibly. Where they basically came out and said that nothing was taken from the home being built, like no tools, no supplies, and nothing. When they went back and looked at it after, you know, everything like that, everything was there. He didn't take anything, because notice that in this footage, it's just a loop. Like, they don't show anything else past him walking in, looking around, and then it loops back over and over again. But they came out and made a statement that said that nothing was taken. And I know that is pissing some of them palm-colored people and their co-colonizing cohorts off right now. But I'm going to read this article coming from WTOC. It says, homeowner's attorney, Arbery family's attorney, respond to new video. An attorney representing the homeowner of a construction site involved in the Ahmaud Arbery case issued a statement condemning the actions taken by Gregory and Travis McMichael. A brief surveillance clip appears to show that a man that looks like Arbery inside the home minutes before he was killed on February 23rd. A neighbor called 911 and reported someone in the home that afternoon. The home was under construction and not locked. Minutes later, responding officers found Arbery in the middle of the road, shot to death by Travis McMichael. Another video captured the shooting. The public release of that video last week sparked nationwide attention and calls for immediate arrest. The McMichaels told responding officers that they chased Arbery because they thought he was responsible for recent break-ins in the neighborhood. However, the only theft reported to police involved a gun stolen from Travis McMichael's unlocked truck. Now, let me pause right there. There's also reports that have been going out that the McMichaels lied about these string of break-ins that have been occurring. Because according to police reports, they said there hasn't been a string of break-ins, at least not in the sense of the way they described it. When they described the string of break-ins, they make it seem like there was a break-in at least a few times a week. But they said that one break-in happened back in January, and then you had this situation that happened at the end of February, but nothing was stolen. So that means only one break-in occurred, and that was the one back in January. How much you want to bet they're probably going to try to put that onto Ahmaud Arbery? But they said that the recent thing that was stolen was a gun out of Travis McMichael's unlocked truck. And as far as we know, Ahmaud Arbery wasn't the one who did it. So the question is, who stole from you? It could have been someone who looked just like him. Let's see. The revelation of this new video showing a man that looks like Arbery inside the home prompted the GBI to respond. The agency confirmed that they had the video as evidence, but pointed out they had it before arresting the McMichaels. Now I'm about to read the statement that's coming from the homeowner's attorney, whose name is J. Elizabeth Grady. Mr. English wants to correct the mistaken impression that he has shared this video or any other information with the McMichaels prior to the McMichaels' decision to chase Mr. Arbery. The homeowners had not even seen the February 23rd video before Travis McMichael shot Mr. Arbery. When homeowner Larry English saw the photos of Mr. Arbery that were later broadcast, his first impression was that Mr. Arbery was not the man captured on video inside the house on February 23rd, and he said that to a neighbor. In the months prior to February 23rd, a motion-activated camera had captured videos of someone inside the house, which was and remains a construction site, at night. Mr. English has never said that Mr. Arbery was the person or persons in those videos, and he does not see a resemblance now. So even the homeowner doesn't believe that the person that was in not only this surveillance clip, but also in previous ones, because they said that people have walked in before. He doesn't believe that this isn't him. And he also doesn't believe that the other ones were him. He said even to this day, he doesn't even believe that's Ahmaud Arbery in this picture. Now, this is the homeowner saying that, on top of him saying nothing was stolen. That actually will help the Ahmaud Arbery side. But like I said, we will not jump for joy just yet. Mr. English contacted local law enforcement on a non-emergency number and made them aware of the unauthorized entry onto his property. He never used the word burglary. He never shared any of this information with the McMichaels, whom he did not even know. Nothing was ever stolen from the house, which again was a construction site, even if there had been a robbery. However, the English family would have not wanted a vigilante response. They would have entrusted the matter to law enforcement authorities. On February 23rd, the English family was 2 hours away from the Satilla Shores neighborhood and was, the way they typed it as one word, and was unaware of the tragedy that was unfolding. Mr. English was not the one who called 911 on February 23rd. The only crime that the homeowner has seen captured on video is the senseless killing of Mr. Arbery. As a native of South Georgia and an attorney, I personally was following this story in the New York Times, the Washington Post, and the Atlanta Journal-Constitution prior to the release of the video of the shooting. Based solely on Gregory McMichael's reported statement, my professional opinion was that this was a murder, possibly a capital murder. After seeing the video of the shooting, I wrote to Tom Durden, the prosecutor to whom the case had been assigned, and expressed that opinion and asked why the McMichaels had not been arrested. I reviewed the published letters written by the two prosecutors who previously handled the case, and my professional opinion is that they are legally unsound. And there are questions in my mind regarding whether the first two prosecutors' handling of this case might have violated the Georgia bar's rules of professional responsibility. I am emphasizing these facts to address the impression that some people that have the homeowners took part in the McMichaels' actions. The homeowners were shocked and deeply saddened by these events, which they learned of after the fact. Now listen to that. See, this is the thing that I have a problem with a majority of these palm-colored individuals. Did you hear that statement? Let me summarize what they just said. So the homeowners had no awareness of what was going on the February 23rd when he was killed. They didn't know that allegedly Ahmaud Arbery walked into their construction site where their home was being built. They said they were 2 hours away. They were not the ones that called the police. But now they're trying to put onto them that somehow they came up with some kind of a scheme, or they worked with the McMichaels to go after Ahmaud Arbery. Mind you, the family who owns this house that's being built said they don't even know who the McMichaels are. They're complete strangers to them. They didn't know who they were until this incident. Who was to say they even knew Ahmaud Arbery? But I have heard that the McMichaels, specifically Gregory McMichael, the father, knew Ahmaud Arbery based on the past run-ins he's had with the law. And you know Gregory McMichael used to work in the police department. So that almost looked like it could be a personal thing. Like this was probably his chance right here to get this guy. And he got his wish through his son, because his son was the one that pulled the trigger. Now, it's a little bit more left here. It says the homeowners are parents and they are heartsick for Mr. Arbery's mother and father. Larry English and his family are praying for the Arbery's. And that's the article right there. Now, like I said, I'm not going to jump for joy when it comes to this, but it does set a precedent as far as this goes. So we shall see what the outcome of this is. But that's a very interesting piece right there. I need as many people to, if they have not done so already, to catch on to this story right here. Like, this is something that we're going to have to stay on top of. Like I say, it's so much going on right now, but this one, of course, now has grabbed the attention of many people around the establishment, even in the midst of this virus going on right now. It's too much. It's a lot going on. But I'm glad that I was able to be informed of this, and I was able to bring this to you just in case y'all were unaware. But y'all let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll talk to you in the next one.